man, look at those trees. My goodness. Wow, isn't it beautiful out here? Well, hello friends, Coach Bob with you, and welcome to another wonderful sun-filled Tallahassee day. Today we're going to talk about that there is a million reasons to tour and how all of them, in my mind, seem to always boil down to the one. Man, am I boring or what? One reason, but one reason with a million outcomes, and we're going to talk about that right after this. All right, so touring, we know, man, is that beautiful. My goodness, I'm like that dog, squirrel, cat, mouse. We know that touring offers a lot. We do. I'm going to bring this down a smidgen there. We know that touring offers us a whole lot, man. The time on the road, the excitement of all of that, the adventure, all of those things are great reasons to go. But what I'm going to share with you is the effects, the later effects of touring and what that does for us and how it enhances our life. And I guess we could say that's the number one reason, is that it enhances our life. And maybe that might be it. That could be a better way of putting it. But I'm going to put it this way. It creates life-changing and non-ending, life-lasting memories. And the memories of that trip literally do change your life. Now, I haven't been out here in a while. Coach Vic and I, we ride out here every now and then. I just had a hankering to go down by the lake, so here we go. But anyway, but those memories have rippling effects. You know, everybody knows the little philosophy of you drop the rock in the lake and the ripples go boop, and your influence, that impact you have, you don't realize that those ripples go way out there. Well, the same holds true with motorcycle touring, and I would venture to say that, but I'm speaking out of turn here on this, I would even venture to say that that's true whether you're touring in an RV or a van or, you know, a car or whatever. Motorcycle touring, though, puts you in the elements, and I think there's a certain amount of magic that is a part of that. So let's talk about some of the things that it can do for you. The first thing it can do for you is it can motivate you. It can motivate you to stay fit, to stay strong, to plan, to get up daily, because you know that through experience of that tour, that the more fit you are and the more prepared you are, the more you're going to enjoy it, and that every trip is going to have the enduring part and the enjoying part. And when you have that higher level of fitness, you can actually enjoy the enduring part, and I think that's very, very important. So it promotes in your mind this picture of what you need to do and what you need to be. You know, for those of you from a more busy and chaotic part of the world, this is a normal day at Lake Miccosukee. Weekday, that is. I'm sure the weekends are a little busier, but this is a normal day here. It's absolutely beautiful, isn't it? Like I said, Coach Vic and I come down here and we'll fix the old thermos, and oftentimes she won't even get off the Spider. We don't even bring her chair down here. We just sit on, let her park the Spider facing the lake, and we just sit there and have a cup of coffee. Again, you're not holding anybody up on the weekdays. There's just nobody here. All right, so reason number two, it is going to make your relationships better. Oh, I know what you're saying. How, Coach? For those of you who are married or travel with your better half, it will create memories to where when you have that moment, you know, I'm sure that your relationships are perfect, and mine and Coach Vic's relationship is amazing. But there are times, I know you're going to find this hard to believe, that I get on her nerves. And there are times, don't tell her I said this, that she gets on mine too. I know you'll find that hard to believe. She's a princess and she's pretty darn close to perfect. But the reality is, when you have those days where you're frustrated and you're angry, you can remember the value of pulling together. You can see it in action. Those memories that will flood your mind where you go, man, why am I letting the little bit of rain, this emotional rain, cloud this relationship that is so wonderful? We went through a deluge of physical rain and we handled it just fine, pulling together. We were cold together, we were hot together, we snuggled together, we laughed together, we were quiet together, we didn't speak to each other together. You name it, you've been through it together on the road. There is no unsaid, undone, hidden thing, because in that world of touring, all things are stripped away. You see the real person that is there before you, and you realize the beauty that person has, and you love them all the more. That is probably the pinnacle of those memories. Number 3, it reminds you of something. It reminds you that there is a life out there that is worth living. How many times do you watch the news, or do you have somebody that you like or you love even? They just are just negative, man. They are just bludgeoning you, beating you over the head with how crappy the whole world is. And you realize, because you've experienced the real world, you went out there, you saw it. You were out there riding around and enjoying people and meeting strangers from all walks of life, and you know that what they're saying is untrue. It spurs you to have a greater view of humanity, and it draws you to do this again. It is motivation and inspiration for you. It is placed in your heart, in your mind, written on your very fiber of your being to get out and to go do it again. You know, as we get older, one of the things I always laugh about, Coach Vic and I will be invited to something, or maybe even an invitational swim meet, something that is really a big deal, and it is quite an honor to be invited to, right? And you're like, yeah, man, I can't wait to go. And then the day comes, right? It's time to go to this event. What do? You go, man, I don't want to go. I'd rather sit right here and prop my feet up, drink a cup of coffee, watch a little bit of YouTube, or, you know, watch some Netflix, or hang out. I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to get out. And then what happens? You get out, you go. And when you go, you come home feeling better, and you go, man, I am so glad that I did that. Going on these trips will remind you of how good it feels, how wonderful it feels to go. And for those of you who have been locked away and are depressed and feeling down, I want you to take great encouragement in this video of knowing you can get on a machine just like this. It doesn't have to be this fancy or this big. You don't have to cross continents. You can ride a 125 that's $3,000 and draw the same joy from it. Maybe not a big tour, but you know what? You can get out and create memories and create your life. Build a life. Because this makes your life better, and you're not going to be sitting in the dark room going, man, life sucks, man, life's boring, I think I'll eat some worms, let me kick a can down the road, I think I'm going to cry. You're not going to do that. You're going to create memories from doing this, from forcing yourself out, to where eventually you're just going to want to go out. And when the old body aches, and those of you like me who are reaching the 6th decade of your life or further, you know the old machine starts to hurt a little bit. It is one more thing that spurs you on to get you out of that bed and get moving. And that is a great thing. And don't forget, when you're out doing these great adventures, take pictures. Take pictures. And if you're like most people, you're doing it on a phone now, purchase a hard drive and categorize your pictures and put them on a hard drive and make yourself watch them. Go through those vacation pictures. Remember how we used to do the slide projectors as kids? You remember we had the Kodak slide projector, had the little projector, the little square projector picture, and you press the button and go click, click, and it'd eject that one out and drop the other little picture in there. The light would shine through it. And as a family, you were excited, man. You'd sit on your couch and you'd look at yourself and you go, oh, I remember that, man. That was when I went to the beach. And then you go, oh, I remember that picture. That's when I got stung by the jellyfish. Even the jellyfish sting was a great memory. And how you would laugh. You would eat pizza and drink a Coke or eat a hot dog, and you could talk to your family about those times, those memories. Force yourself to sit down with your spouse. You can watch that slide projector show on a big screen TV now in vivid color and high definition. Those memories should be even more vivid. You should be able to smell the salt air from that trip. So be sure, take pictures, organize them. Make sure also that as you take pictures and organize them, I mentioned this in another video, buy that small memento, that cup, so when you drink that coffee, it reminds you of that trip. It triggers all of those memories, all of the things that made that trip great. It reminds you of something that is the coolest of all, and this is the last one. This is the last reason of those memories. This is that last impact of all of those memories. There's a song by Jason Aldean, and I can't remember the name of it. I'll drop the title right here. It's like Dirt Road something. But anyway, there's a line in it, and I listened to this line, and you're gonna laugh. Coach Vic tells me I'm a sap, and it's true. I have that line memorized, and I've written that line down, and when I hear this line in this song, there are times that it brings tears to my eyes thinking about it, how wonderful this line is. Here it is. Memory lane up in the headlights got me reminiscing of those good times.
I'm turning off a real life driving, that's right.
Riding easy street on mud tires. Amazing. Remember, memory lane is in the headlights, and that's what touring reminds you of, because you can see how you were before and how it impacted you so greatly, and that's the beauty of touring. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this ride down the past memory lane and the future memory lane, because it is well worth traveling. This road is rarely traveled, and it is well worth cruising on down it. All right, so for all of you guys out there who are new to the channel, I want you to do me a favor, go up to the playlists, look at our California trips, look at our Key West to Maine trip. Be sure and peruse all those old videos. There's a lot of how-tos, CanAm spider riding, worship on wheels. We just got a lot of stuff, and it's all playlisted out, so you can go to those playlists and check them out. I had a guy here recently tell me that he has been weekly going to the Worship on Wheels and just hitting play in his car, and it's coming through his stereo, and he just listens to these little Worship on Wheels over and over. And so he'll listen to all 30, 40 episodes, however many there are now, and he goes, man, at the end of the day, that's how I start my week, and at the end of that day, I'm just ready to jump on it. So thank you for that comment. I appreciate it. I never expected those videos to have any sort of impact in someone's life like that. I really, really do thank you. So be sure, like this video, Give it the old thumbs up if you know what I'm talking about. Ring your notification bell. That way you don't miss any of the great content we have coming to you. And of course, make sure you're subscribed. You can't hit the notification bell if you're not subscribed. You just can't do it. You can, but it won't work. Now, if you're one of those people that you go, man, I just watch YouTube, I'm not logged in, open you up a little YouTube account. You're not going to get spam mail. You don't have to do all that. Open you up a YouTube account so you can see the things you want to see and you don't have to watch all the junk that they want to just throw at you. All right, well, there you have it. So I want you to do me a favor, go out, buy the motorcycle of your dreams, eat right, take care of yourself, and remember, if you're not having fun, you are doing it wrong. Now you go seize the day, and I'll see you on the road real soon. Let's go for a ride, baby, as the Cycle Cruiser would say.